Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, it has been another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign says, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people. All in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. There is nothing particularly important that I should bring to your attention. And as you know, after I have finished protested, and I bring you an update as to my protest, it is always my pleasure and delight to bring you something of a social nature as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, many of us would have saw the movie The Ten Commandments when we were children. And the movie The Ten Commandments is a direct extraction of the book of Exodus as it relates to the exodus of Israel from Egypt. And there was some phenomena that happens in that story where the chosen of the Most High God was delivered through the Most High servant Moses from Egypt. One of the phenomena that we must mention here is the fact that when the chosen of the Most High God, Israel, resides in Egypt, they did not reside among the Egyptians, but they reside in a suburb of Egypt called Goshen. And it is only Israelites that resides in Goshen. But that is not the phenomenal part of the story. What is very interesting in the story here is one of the plagues that the Most High God sent on the Egyptian was a plague of flies. Billions upon billions of flies that covered the entire country of Egypt except for Goshen. My people, there were flies found on the border of Goshen, but none of the flies enter Goshen, where the Most High's people, where the Most High chosen were dwelling. It happened so that the flies did not affect the chosen of the Most High gods, the Israelites, but every Egyptian and every locality of Egypt had swarms of flies that covers the entire localities of Egypt except Goshen. The same thing happened when the Most High God sent the plague of locusts upon Egypt. My people, ask yourself this question: who controls the angel of death? The angel of death is controlled by the Most High God. The Most High God said through his servant Moses that every household in Egypt, which includes Goshen, who did not put the blood of the sacrificed animal on their lintel posts, they are going to experience death in that household. The firstborn of everything, the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beasts, were going to die. And it happened so. My people, what does this have to do with the problem of St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Listen to me carefully. From since 2007, all hell broke loose in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And while I was looking for something to speak about today for the social nature of the activities that are happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Most High God told me that all of the hardship, all of the mothers, all of the things that are happening in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is as a result of Michel Andrews' tears. What do I mean? The Most High Father told me that he sent Michel Andrews. Michel Andrews did not come on her own. Where does Michel Andrews get the courage to out the most powerful man in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, which is the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who controlled all of the resources of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the police, which is responsible for national security? Where did she get the strength and the courage and the fortitude to make an allegation against him for raping her? Thousands of people before her were afraid to do it, even before Ralph Gonsalves became Prime Minister. But here is this one woman who decided she was going to out Ralph Gonsalves. Michel Andrews was only obeying the instructions of the Most High God, instructions many others refuse to or fail to follow. So when St. Vincent and the Grenadines rejected, scorned, and ridiculed Michel Andrews, they were not ridiculing Michel Andrews. They rejected the Most High God. They ridiculed the Most High God and they scorned the Most High God. And now we are paying for it. My people, the greater the culpability of those people where their relationship with Michel Andrews is concerned. When Michel Andrews was going through a problem, is the greater the loss they are experiencing. This is not my words. This is the words of the Most High God. He took me back to tragedies in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, like the rock gutter incident. And the Most High God said to me that all of those children in the rock gutter incident that lost their life were innocent. Their parents were not innocent. The understanding, the empathy, and the sympathy they withheld from Michel Andrews, they are going to beg for the same understanding, empathy, and sympathy, and they will not get it. Even if they get it, they will not feel it. My people, all of the murders that are happening is not by chance. This is the judgment of the Most High God for rejecting Michel Andrews and her plight. Michel Andrews was not rejected. He rejected and scorned and disrespected the Most High God, because it was the Most High God who sent her to warn us about the danger of Ralph Gonsalves. You all organize rape rally and support a dangerous man in our community, while you ridiculed, embarrassed, and scorn the person who the Most High God sent to warn us about Ralph Gonsalves. You all attended the rape rallies. You went to the polls and you voted for Ralph Gonsalves in light of the allegation that was made against him. My people, Vincentians knew of this man long before Michel Andrews came forward. But Michel Andrews coming forward as a servant of the Most High God to warn the Most High God's people about this danger in our community. We ignored the Most High God's warning and we went to the polls and we voted for him overwhelmingly. My people, if you examined the life of the parents of those young people who were murdered and shot down in the street of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and look how their parents spoke about Mission Andrews and ridiculed Mission Andrews and participate in the rape rally, you will find that there is a correlation. Look at the rock gutter incident. Look at the parents of those children who lost their lives. Look at all of those people who are suffering from the vaccine mandate. For 3 long years, they have not earned a salary. Many of us were unable to take care of their mortgage and lose their homes. Many have lost their vehicles. Many have to go and do menial labor, ignoring their qualification. The level of your loss is commensurable to the level of your culpability where Mission Andrews are concerned. Look at the police in this situation. They should have been standing up with Mission Andrews side by side, looking out for her rights, but instead they too ridicule her, and now several of them have died during the COVID pandemic. And those were the people who didn't stand with her. And those others who ignored her. Even in the Police Welfare Association, a lot of them are out of a job 3 years. They have not had a salary because they refuse to honor the servant of the Most High God when she told them that she was victimized. She didn't come on her own. She was sent by the Most High God. That's what the Most High God told me. I am only delivering the information as it was told to me. What kind of man would I be if I add anything to what the Most High God told me? Or if I take away anything from what the Most High God told me? I don't play when it comes with the Most High God and His words. Even my brothers and sisters in the southern Grenadines island of Union Island, you are lucky. You get away very easy because your culpability in Mission Andrews' pain and suffering was very limited. All you did is that you suffer the loss of a home. Do you remember those vendors in the Kingston Vegetable Market? How they cry tears from their eyes as a result of the exploitation that Ralph Gonsalves handed down to them when he threw away all of their produce that they work hard for. My people, the recent flood, you see people on video crying and asking what they're going to do, how they can get to their homes. Every one of them who are suffering are culpable. Listen to me carefully. In the same way, the flies obeyed the Most High God and refused to cross over the border to go into Goshen and affect the chosen of the Most High God. In the same way, the lotus refused to cross the border and enter into Goshen. In the same way, the angel of death went through the entire Egypt, including Goshen, and only killed the firstborn of man and beast who didn't follow the instructions of the Most High. It's the same when the element is coming. It's the same when the element is destroying those people who had a hand in Michelle Andrews' suffering. And the level of your loss is based on the level of your culpability as it relates to your role you play in Michelle Andrews' rejection and rejecting the Most High God. My people, the wind and the rain obeys the Most High God's will. When he said peace, they will be still. They were still. My people, when the Most High God sent a storm to St. Vincent, Emily, and Emily bypassed the mainland and hit Canawan, Mustique, and Union Island so bad, it was because they were paying for the level of culpability in Michelle Andrews' rejection in rejecting the Most High God. The fact that there are some people in Union Island who are getting help from the Palm Island resorts, and others are left in the wilderness without the help they need. It is because they are less culpable in the rejection of Michelle Andrews than those who are not being helped. Everyone is going to pay based on their level of culpability. You all think Ralph Consaves is a nice man? You think the Caucasians nation are nice people? Do you think Ralph Consaves is experiencing any sleepless nights because a fraction of the public servants is out of a job? No. That was his intention in the first case, to ensure that you suffer. Do you think that Ralph Consaves have any sympathy on the people of Union Islands and Mustique and Canawan with the loss of their property? No, it was his intention in the first case. When the rock gutter incident passed, you think Ralph Consaves was sorry? No, he has no feelings. They can only dramatize emotions, but they have no real feelings or empathy or sympathy for anyone except for when they are feeling pain. The only sympathy the Caucasians feel, the only sympathy Ralph Consaves felt or feels, the only sympathy James Mitchell felt or felt was when he was at the receiving end of some misery or some pain or some disappointment. They only feel the sympathy for themselves, for no one else. And this is the truth. Like it or not, believe it or not, this is the whole truth. So when the heavy rain fall recently and destroy the properties of these people and the rivers, the damage to people's property and their lands and their homes, it is only because you are paid based on the level of your culpability in rejecting Michelle Andrews. Everyone who rejected that girl is going to pay, and they're going to bawl, they're going to feel hopeless. They are going to wish for the understanding, the empathy and the sympathy they did not award to Michelle Andrews. They are going to pay for it, and the payment will continue. For how long? The Most High didn't tell me for how long, but he told me to speak on this morning. My name is Tree Strongblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. I'll talk to you soon.